Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Reality Duggar News. Jinger Duggar is grateful her 13-month-old son, Thunder, is alive and well after a terrifying health scare. After their youngest child bit off more than he could chew during a family meal and immediately started choking, Jinger, 26, and her husband, Austin Forsyth, decided to drive 1 hour to the local hospital to seek professional care. I just handed Gunnar to Austin and I started crying. Jinger recalled in a new YouTube video posted Friday, June 14. All those what-ifs come to your mind right away. Gunnar threw up multiple times and still hadn't thrown up the ham and was gagging and was not breathing for like 20 seconds. For the first half of the car ride, Jinger, who was also mom to Gideon, 6, and Evelyn, 3, was trying to keep her son awake as he continued to cry. After consulting with Austin, who is an EMT, the former counting on star agreed that rest may provide some relief. We let him go to sleep and I watched him closely, she explained. There were a couple of points on the drive that he stopped breathing again, and I was just crying out to God, please save him. I've never been to a point where I thought I was going to lose one of my kids, she continued while wiping away tears. It was just like that thought of, he is going to die came to my mind, and it was terrifying. Fortunately, Gunnar started sleeping better and breathing regularly. At the hospital, doctors performed x-rays to make sure nothing was lodged in his throat. They later confirmed everything looked clear and he was safe to be discharged. 19 kids and counting. A comprehensive guide to the Duggar family. I was just so thankful that God protected him, Jinger said. And we made it to the hospital, and that whatever was in his throat wasn't bothering him anymore. When looking back on the day, Jinger described the turn of events as crazy and a roller coaster of emotions. Now that Gunnar is sleeping better and back to his old self, his mom is reminding parents to savor every healthy moment with their children. After something like that, I feel like you just really hug your babies a little bit tighter and thank God so much for giving us life and breath and all the things, she said. You never know when something is going to happen. This is my third kid, and I've never had anything this serious happen as far as choking goes. Part 2, Jinger Duggar has made it very clear that she and husband Jeremy Vuolo have no interest in having 19 children the way her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar did. But could there be a chance one of her siblings does? When Jinger appeared on the Unplanned podcast this week, she shared her thoughts on who she thinks might end up with the biggest family of their own. More from Mom. Jinger Duggar admits she struggled with food growing up because she believed she was too fat. While talking to hosts Matt and Abby Howard, Jinger said it's very possible at least one of the Duggar kids will have a huge gaggle of babies, and in her mind, her brother Gideon might be the most likely to do it. So, get this. One of my brothers is a twin, okay. He and his wife, they're pregnant with twins, and their twins are going to be born before their oldest turns 3. So they're going to have 4 under the age of 2, so it's possible, she said. Since Jinger recorded the podcast, Jed and wife Katie have welcomed their twins, daughters Elsie and Emma. As for Jinger, she and Jeremy are already parents to daughters Felicity and Evangeline and are expecting their third child, a baby boy. But he almost didn't exist. More from Mom. Jinger Duggar admits her relationship with parents Jim Bob and Michelle is complicated. Jinger admitted that she and Jeremy weren't sure if they should add another baby to the mix. I was so comfortable with where we were with our girls, she said on the podcast. I was starting to really feel like we hit a rhythm and I wasn't wanting to, like just jump into having a third kid immediately, so that's why there's a 4-year age gap now. There's no doubt that their third baby is going to bring a lot of joy to their family, and he certainly won't be alone. Along with Jed and Katie's twins, Jeremiah's wife, Hannah, is also expecting a baby who will be their third child. Jinger and her siblings are taking a much different approach than their parents did. Although Jim Bob and Michelle were open about their anti-birth control stance because of their faith, many of their adult children don't appear to be following in their footsteps. Not only has Jill admitted to using birth control, she and husband Derek Dillard have 3 boys, but the families seem to be much smaller when compared to the one they grew up in. John and Abby only have 2 children, and Joy, Anna, and Austin have 3. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what the future holds. Are Jed and Katie going to make it to 19 kids? If that's their goal, they're already off to a good start. Part 3. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo had good reason not to tell their eldest daughter that they're expecting another baby. The couple exclusively announced to people that they were expecting baby No. 3, revealing that Jinger, 30, is due in March 2025. The Counting On alums are already parents to daughters Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3. While the TLC stars plan to tell Felicity and Evangeline the big news before they announced it to the world, they also held off on sharing it with the girls right away. Part of that is because we have a 6-year-old who is a total extrovert and will be walking by a stranger and tell them the news, Jinger explained. And so we thought, you know what? We're going to tell the girls pretty soon, but we're going to wait until closer to the time that we announced to tell them. But we were waiting because she's in school and she would tell every single person. That's just how she is, the 19 kids and counting star added. They ultimately surprised the girls with the news during a family photo shoot. We planned to get family pictures to announce the pregnancy and thought that would be the best time to let our girls know about their new sibling on the way, Jinger told PUPL. We got Felicity and Evangeline each a denim jacket with the words, Big SIS on the back. The photographer captured the sweet moment when they realized what those words meant. Jinger added that their daughters had different reactions to the news. While Felicity started jumping up and down in excitement, Evangeline wasn't quite sure what to make of the news, though Jinger is sure that once the baby arrives, Evangeline will be all about her new role as Big Sis. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what PUPLE has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. While the couple knew they wanted a 3rd child, Jeremy admitted he was speechless when Jinger told him she was pregnant again. Jinger told PUPL that she surprised her husband with the news on Felicity's 6th birthday, presenting him with a gift from Amazon. That was actually her positive pregnancy test. Yes, it was something we were expecting, Jeremy recalled, but I was still shocked. Related. The Duggars' rigid rules for sex and marriage have always been about setting a higher standard. When asked how she is currently spending her time, Jinger said she is just trying to cherish every moment with Felicity and Evangeline before their new addition arrives. They're so excited about the new baby, but I think it's also change. I'm just enjoying these moments with them. While the reality